I was saying before, it wasn't picking up my audio. I had just done a update to Windows 11, and it threw a lot of things off on things, so I didn't really check these before I started, and then I noticed there was problems. It wasn't capturing my mic, so I was just going like that and didn't know it wasn't sending audio from the mic. And then of course the gameplay capture screwed up, my webcam is screwed up, a lot of shine on my head. Could just be the oily skin going on, but because, you know, it's probably not, it looks worse than it is. Anyway, so we finally got this started, but we need to get to the right game selected for capture. The audio just totally cut out. I'm not sure what happened. Where are you? Shall we do like an Inception thing and just do something like this? Oh, that didn't work. I was going to show you the window of my web browser, but it doesn't want to work. We'll just go ahead and pull this up if it works. No, it's still on LeChuck's Revenge. Where is, it didn't update for some reason. I'm gonna have to manually do it. There was a selection box on here that said which window I could select from, and it doesn't have the updated one, so... come on. I thought I selected it. There we go. And it always cuts the sound out when I click off the window. I don't know why that is. Alright. And you'll notice I moved my camera to the other side of the screen, which is kind of weird because I'm looking over to the right. It makes it look like I'm looking over to the left. Did I flip the orientation on the camera, maybe? When I look this way, it probably looks normal when I'm looking straight on at it. I don't know. I'm getting confused about my mouse cursor. Let me look at... I just want to see if this thing is flipped around. I might just leave it as it is, but... Flip horizontal. Okay, that's what it would look like if I were to point it the way that it normally goes. And then when I'm looking over to the right, I'm actually looking at the monitor. I don't suppose it matters, though, which way I'm looking, but... for a little more real-life realism, there you go. I think I like it the way it was, though. We're gonna go flip it back over. It doesn't match real life, but whatever. A mirror image of myself. Alright, so we're playing blind. No, let me see. I guess so. I guess that's the right one. Oh, and then the controls. The controls are a problem. Use drawer, open drawer, look.
There's an old dusty book inside. Let's see what it is.
Is the audio loud enough? I think the music's coming in pretty low. I don't have it turned down that much. I'm not looking... Okay, I want to see what he says on... I just want to see his voice volume.
Looks like that captain's drawer.
That's pretty low, actually. Is there a control that's limiting the sound of the volume coming in here? I think that'd probably be on Windows side. Just a minute. Let me... I wish I had... I should turn on the taskbar on the other Windows so I don't have to minimize that thing. I had disabled that because I didn't like that at first, but now I can see where it would come in handy. I'd have control over Windows on the other side, too. There, we're going to put the taskbar on the other display too, so I can do it on both. And I can keep this running. And let's see. I'm going to take a look at our... Oh, of course, then the sound thing isn't on that side. Never mind. That would have been too easy. Now, I don't want the microphone settings. I want the sound settings. Volume on the input on the mic is only at 54%. The system volume of the speaker says at 100. If that's as loud as that comes in, that's pretty low. Volume mixer, what does this say? Okay. There might not be much I can do about the volume of the game. I can turn up the gain a bit in OBS, but it's not going to be extremely loud. So it's down a little bit right now. Let's try that and see if that'll help any. I don't want it to be too low. Did he picked up the book, right? I think he did. And he still has all the inventory items from before. Well, where are you going, Guybrush?
It says, Captain's Log, March 10th. First Mate Toothrot and I have been searching for Monkey Island for over a month with no success.
It's still coming.
We purchased on Melee proved to be a recipe, not
still...
a map as we had believed.
Okay. It's still coming in too low.
Captain's Log, March 12th. I wish Toothrot would take a bath. Captain's Log, March 17th.
And yes, you may have caught this.
Snoring.
I am drinking a Blue Moon.
Captain's Log,
I don't
March
usually
25th.
drink on my streams, but it's
really
one of those
starting to
days.
get on my nerves. I figure it's only a matter of time.
Blue Moon's one of my favorites. I got another bottle here, and I got a couple more if I want to keep going.
Log, April 2nd. As a gesture to restore our friendship, Toothrot offered to fix dinner tonight. Captain's Log, April 3rd.
He just keeps going, doesn't he?
I don't know how we did it, but we've arrived at Monkey Island.
We're going to pause him. I'm trying to figure out if there's some way we can get more volume out of that, because that's very, very low. Like, I can't believe that it would come in that low on here, and there's no way to enhance it. No, I've already clicked in there. We don't want that one. We're doing a lot less playing than we are trying to screw with things here. Desktop audio is not set for a gain that's lower than it's supposed to be. Well, let's see. How many decibels difference is it? We want to at least get it into almost the yellow, I think. It needs to be just a bit lower than my microphone is. So, do you think maybe 5 decibels would be enough? Or should we just go... Okay, we'll try 3 first. All right, let's see how that does.
Both Toothrot and I passed out from the soup he fixed last night. When we awoke, Monkey Island was sitting off the bow. Captain's Log, April 4th. Toothrot and I filled the rowboat with supplies and are ready to set out to Monkey Island. We are both excited at the prospect of being the first civilized people to learn the secret of Monkey Island. Captain's Log, April 5th.
Is this going to end?
Turn around and return to the ship. Toothrot forgot to go to the bathroom before we left. We'll set out again tomorrow. And that's the last entry.
Thankfully. I thought that was going to go on forever. I don't know what relevant pieces of information we got out of that. Okay, so audio seems to be a bit more agreeable now. I might want to back off on my mic just a little bit because I see it kind of tipping over into that red, and we don't want that because that's the clipping territory. There we go. We'll try it right there. It's all about reset up because that Windows thing. Alright. I think we could probably pick that feather pen up. I don't know for what
I
purpose.
can't move it.
Oh, what? Why not?
It looks like a ballpoint feather pen.
Did they have ballpoint back in those days? There must be some kind of joke on that. Pull it?
I can't move it.
Okay, I'll just take your word for it. Would you like to go to sleep, Guybrush? Maybe I should and just end this stream, right?
I can't pick that up.
Yeah, of course not. Use?
There'll be time for that later.
Alright. Treasure chest, what's in here?
It looks like an empty chest.
It's empty. Okay. I wonder if you could put some of your old stuff in there or whatever. I don't know. Thing about adventure games is you have to,
It seems to be locked up tight. It seems to be locked up tight.
you have to, like, do this. You have to explore everything, and you just... If you don't, then you might miss out. I don't know what else you could have done. Okay, what is going on here? You're being a bit informal there, aren't you? I might have missed this from last time. They went a little bit mutinous last time because of something they just didn't want Guybrush to do or something. I really should watch my streams over again to kind of get an idea where we leave off. Everything's still going okay on the streaming aspect. I gotta check that because sometimes these things just like to cut out. Oh, my stream window was closed. At least on that screen it was. I'm sure it's still going, but I didn't mean to close that out because now I can't monitor what's going on. Not that it matters. Where are you? I gotta hit go live and maybe it'll bring me back to what's already going on. Well, it's okay. If I click on this, it should take. There we go. We're back. I'm back anyway. No one else is here. I'm not sure how long this has been going on. If there's any blank spots in here. I got a lot of black screen as we started. That was expected. God, when did the gameplay start? It's like, I don't know, because I closed the window out and I'm wondering if it stopped streaming. No, maybe not. Maybe I'm going to cut all that crap out at the beginning anyway when I edit the stream. I don't want to have to put people through 17 minutes of crap. You know, there's enough crap already in the stream, so, like, when I'm actually playing, we don't need any more. Oh, never mind. What happened? I don't need that. Did I accidentally select? Like, okay. I know there was a way you could go into classic mode. I just want to do that really quick if I can find it. No, that's not it. F10. Yeah, okay. So that's a reminder of what this game originally looked like in comparison. And there's no music going on right now or anything, or audio in the background. This is the way you would play it back when the game originally came out. Now, I know there's an argument to be made that I should be playing it this way for my first time experiencing this game, but my first experience was the Curse of Monkey Island, like I said already, and I wanted something that looks kind of closer to that if I'm going to play through it the first time. Plus, you got Dominic Armanto, or whatever, I think this is how you pronounce his last name. It's something like that, who does an excellent job with the character. And why would you want to rob yourself of his voice? Even though I was getting a bit annoyed with that Captain's Log entry that kept going, he does a perfect job of it. And everyone else in this cast, too. I just wish Murray would make an appearance. I don't think he started until Curse of Monkey Island, though. Anyway, we'll go back to... I like how seamless that is, though. You go back and forth. I wonder if there's a point in this game where you have to, like, use the classic mode to solve the puzzle or something. That's just genius programming, though. Right, though. You can't pick up the... whatever this is, right? What does that look like? A mug? Yeah, it's a mug. Yeah. It doesn't really say you can do anything with that. You can't do anything with the door. We can talk to these guys. We could fire the cannon. We could go up here. And I apologize again. I'm not doing a walkthrough. I'm trying to play this blind, like when I got stuck before and I just literally couldn't figure it out. I looked at a walkthrough. So I'm only going to do that as a last resort. I'm trying to play it as if it's my first time playing it, which it is, and I'm not knowing what to do. And I know that can be kind of boring for some people. It makes especially long plays, but part of the fun in these playthroughs on YouTube is to watch someone else struggle, isn't it? Now we're going to get into some dialogue because I can't think of anything else to do. Take a look at the inventory just to make sure. That's useless. That's useless. It's from the previous island. That's useless. 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 Useless, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of anachronisms in here. They wouldn't have a staple remover back then either, obviously, or breath mints. It's a fictional world anyway. It can have anything in it. And it's just a game. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is going to be useless. Alright, I guess I gotta use the keyboard to escape out of that. Or just hit I again. Alright.
Hey guys, what's happening?
Beat it, Guybrush.
I have to minimize my stream and put OBS back up so I can monitor what's going on with that. Sorry about that. I don't like how it quits out of the game when I do that. That's the biggest problem. Oink oink, right? Biggest problem with this. Anytime I click outside this window, it's gonna pause the game. Which I guess if it does this, it's not so bad, because maybe there's a time you want to pause, but okay. What else can we do but talk to these guys, right? I don't know. I can't open that. I keep forgetting I need to right click. No? Can I not talk to them anymore? There we go.
I hear the weather's pretty nice over by Monkey Island.
Nice try, Guybrush, but no banana.
I'm wondering if I gotta show them the book.
I'm gonna give you mutineers 5 seconds to come to your senses. Then, I'm gonna start kicking some butt.
Excuse me, Guybrush. Does the word keelhole mean anything to you?
I see your point. Thanks.
Oh, I wanted him to say that. I don't know. It's probably the wisest thing to say is I see your point. But that's the kind of wise ass kind of thing that you would do, like if you were the pirate captain. I would imagine. They obviously don't respect him, so any other talking we can do?
Is there anything I can do to get you guys to help me?
Excuse me, Guybrush. You're blocking the sun.
Talk is cheap. Actions mean more than words.
I think I'll be getting back to tending the ship.
Alright, so either we gotta fire this cannon to get them to wake up, or we need to show them the book. Let's try showing them the book. That's my first thing. How did we select give Dusty book? There we go. Now that did nothing. Give the book to... Doesn't work on them. You can't pick up the mug. Alright, let's check the cannon out. Can we play cannon in minor? Okay, bad joke.
I don't see anything special about it.
There's nothing special about the cannon.
It doesn't seem to open.
Okay,
I
push.
can't move it.
No.
That doesn't seem to work.
Talk to the cannon. That's not gonna work. Give cannon. Pick up. Use. Use. Okay, maybe I needed
I
to.
don't see anything special about it.
The left click button is supposed to be for the action I'm selecting. Am I missing something in the cabin? Do I have something in my inventory? See, I'd hate to actually have to do this, but I might have to look at a walkthrough if I can't figure this out. Usually, using everything in your inventory would actually do something, so maybe we won't have to resort to that. But talking to these guys doesn't help. Can't seem to fire the cannon because there's nothing in my inventory that I can see that would do that. Compass. No, I'm not gonna do it. Problem with...
There sure are a lot of spelling errors.
The problem with this is I have to cycle through... the give option. And there's no interactivity with these guys. That doesn't seem to do anything. Okay, I'm going to go into classic mode and I'm just going to try something. Because I'm going to see if there's any objects that... interacts with. Because you can look at all of your hot spots this way. Rope ladder. Well, okay, there's something I can get up there, maybe. My eye itches for some reason. I'll go back into... I was missing the rope ladder. Okay, we're on the lookout. But what else can we do up here?
What a fine-looking flag.
Can we take the flag
Shivers
down?
me timbers just looking at it.
Yeah, we got the flag, but for what point was taking the flag? I don't imagine that this would make a difference to them by showing it to them. Oh yeah, there's the use option.
What a fine-looking flag. Shivers me timbers just looking at it. I don't feel that doing this is going to help the situation.
Well, I did, because I don't know what else I can do. What was the bookmark for? I told you to look at it.
It's the top of a cereal box, used as a bookmark.
Okay, what would you... Oh, maybe cover him up with it? That's the only thing...
Fine-looking flag.
It's the only thing I could think of,
Shivers
but...
me timbers just looking at it.
As you've said before, Guybrush. There is the shortcut to use the U.
I don't feel that doing this is going to help the situation.
Here we go again. We're stuck. There's a hint system, too. I forgot how to use the hint system. Was it H? You should explore the ship. Okay. Where haven't I been? Nope. Not off the screen, that's for sure. That's the edge of the boat. There's nothing else. We went up here before, and there's nothing up here, as far as I could tell. Like, it doesn't... Alright, so there's something in the cabin we're missing. Would have to be something in the cabin. There's planks here. Empty chest. There's this, but what could we... Maybe the... I don't know, the bookmark? Like, to shimmy it? I don't know. We can't grab the pen.
That doesn't seem to work. That doesn't seem to work.
I was trying to, like, grab you to use you on the cabinet.
That doesn't seem to work. It's the top of a cereal box, used as a bookmark. That doesn't seem to work.
It won't even let me select it on there, so I don't know. What else do I have that I could use to try to unlock that? Nothing. Do we have another hint? Check out the ship's galley for more useful items. The galley? That's usually down below. I didn't see a way into the galley unless I'm blind. Like, is there like, is there a way in there or from up there? I don't know. No, I don't know much about ships, but I do know that's a down below decks thing. It wouldn't be in the captain's quarters. Is there more to this ship I'm just not seeing? Like, that's the problem. You get near the screen. Alright. Normally the galley entrance would be like here, I would think. It wouldn't be up there. It wouldn't be through the captain's quarters. These guys would have to be sitting on it. Ah, okay. Well, how was I supposed to know that was there? Like, can you see a galley entrance over here? I mean, am I just blind or dumb or something? I mean, you don't see any obvious way in there. Like, it doesn't. I got a hotspot that says there's a hatch there, but I don't see a hatch. Classic mode, show it. I think that might be a more of a clear hatch right there. But in the remake, it's really not very obvious, is it? If I hadn't gone around to the back of there, I never would have known. Okay. So now we're in the galley. Let's well, actually down the stairs probably more. I see. I hate having to use those hint systems and using walkthroughs, but that kind of happens sometimes, more than I would care to admit. Nothing in here, huh? There's a window. Always look for hotspot interactions, you know? That's the biggest clue. Alright, let's check the window out.
Well, I think I'm gonna be seasick.
We can go down further to that. We can go to this door. Okay, this is the kitchen, I guess. Or is this the galley? Is the kitchen called the galley? And I'll see, like I said, I don't know much about ships. What is this? Okay, from here it looks like... Oh, it's a cereal box. Okay. I didn't even look at it saying it was cereal, but you know what, that kind of looks like a guy with a really big chin and like red devilish eyes.
I loved this stuff when I was a kid. I liked the way it chewed up the roof of your mouth.
That's not actually a good thing there, Guybrush. You don't want that to happen. You need the roof of your mouth to be intact, you know? I know, it's a joke. I guess we'll take one. Can you take more than one?
I can't pick that up.
No, not the cupboard, the cereal. Okay, I guess it only does one.
It's about the same size as my head.
Is it?
It's about the same size as my head.
I don't think so, Guybrush. I really don't. That pot looks a little larger than your head. Around. Does classic mode make it look more... Okay, I can see it now. See? Now it makes sense. I also saw the hot spots on the flower. Or whatever this bag of stuff here is, but it's not... It's not letting me interact with it. No, not talk to. Give? I thought take would be, like, T. I don't like scrolling through this stuff. I gotta use the mouse wheel. Oh, P for pick up, maybe. There we go. There we go. Okay. We got the pot. I don't know what all this is gonna be used for. Red hot fire. Cooking pot. We gotta cook something? What can we even cook?
Looks like your run-of-the-mill ship's cooking pot. Ouch! That's hot!
Well, you didn't have to stick your hands in there. I didn't tell you to.
Ouch! That's hot!
There I did. So you're supposed to stick something into the fire, I would imagine, to create something. I don't know what, though. The cereal is the only thing... Let me switch back into this mode, because I saw... That just might be the light. On that bag, because it's rendered that way. Yeah, it's like, it's not really... It kind of shows up as a hotspot. But... I find it curious that there's actually no sound that comes through on the classic mode. But it was a pretty crude game. It was a well-made game, but it was crudely made for the time. Or for the time, it was impressive, but like by today's standards, it's a pretty crude, pixelized game. It's actually not that bad, though. Now, take that back. It's not that crude. It's like... I could imagine this being like... Back then, this would be amazing to look at for the type of era we're talking about. These types of graphics on a computer game. So no, forget I said it was crude. But by today's standards, yeah, obviously if you compare that to this, and they could do better than this even. They could make it like Curse of Monkey Island style. They could have like did that, but that would have been a lot more work for them to do. They did sort of that with this. But enough gazing at the differences here. Let's try to actually figure some way to progress in this game. Can I go down? Please? Okay, here we go. Okay, what's this over here? It's a leak in the ship. That's not good. The ship could sink. XXX. Okay, now we gotta keep it child-friendly now. We don't want any triple X going on. I wonder if there's anything clever he says about that.
They look like kegs of gunpowder.
No, okay. That's explosive then. I thought he might have made it like a sex joke or something.
It's just an old rusty chest.
Yeah, is there anything in it?
It's rusted shut.
Okay. Can't do that then.
They're rusted shut.
These are too?
They're just old rusty chests.
Is these pearls anything? Or this that's rope. That's not pearls. It just says right there, rope. I don't know. That was the first thought I had, just pearls. What it shows where my mind is right now, right? Apparently on the Black Pearl ship from Pirates of the Caribbean. And if that's not what you thought I would say, then... I don't know. Can I pick you up, please? Thank you. Gotta remember the context of which key I'm pressing. Okay. Open chest. Look inside.
There's some very fine wine in here.
Oh,
grab it.
we're gonna get them drunk, I guess. That will get them to cooperate. I think I see it now.
They're just old empty kegs.
Anything else down here that we can interact with? Trunks. Chests.
They're just old rusty chests.
The leaks are not apparently a relevant interactive item. Okay, up we go. This is what playing games is like for me, except Most of the time, it's externalized in my head what I'm thinking, and I'm not talking to you out loud about what's going through my head. So I can do this a lot faster without talking, but what kind of stream would that be? Well, not like anyone's watching right now. Let's check. I'd be surprised if there's any viewers. Let me look, just for the heck of it. A big whopping 0! Yeah, I'm all in this by myself, people. Yes, and it makes me feel good. That isn't the beer talking at all, or anything. No, it hasn't even kicked in. If I was that drunk after one can of beer, we'd have problems. But you get me through all this beer I got sitting right here, I'd probably be like a happy camper. I get extra talkative. Not that we have a problem with that right now, because all I can do is talk. My game playing needs a little work, doesn't it? By the way, let me just say, if you're a young kid, and this is a 40-year-old's advice for you, let's be serious, okay? Do not drink alcohol until you're of legal age, okay? And do not drink in excess at all. I'm already acting kind of like I'm drunk because I'm kind of like almost slurring what I'm saying. But I guarantee you I'm not. But the reason I say this is because you have your entire life to live, and you don't want to screw anything up before you get to be of the age to make these decisions. Underage drinking can get you some hefty fines and even some jail time, community service. It can screw up your mind even, because your mind isn't fully developed at age 18. I think it doesn't fully develop until your adulthood. I don't know if mine's even fully developed based on the lapses of judgment I've got going on here. But, you know, I'm just saying, you do what you want, kids, but stay away from this stuff until you're of age. Like I did, you'll turn out pretty good. You know, you won't have any mental problems or anything. Or at least I don't think I got any mental problems, but, you know, it depends on who you ask. But I will tell you one thing, too. If you ever do decide to drink a lot, you're going to want to make sure that you limit the amount you drink. Don't overdo it. Because you can have these moments of blackout, right? Where you totally forget about what you're doing. And you could commit some really bad things and do some bad things when you're blacking out and not even remember you did it. Or you could just have, like, I've had these before, even into my adulthood, which has taught me to try to limit myself even more. A complete blackout, like I was watching a movie after drinking. I think it was Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. And a lot of people might have a opinion that you didn't miss much there because they really hate that film, but you know, I'm like one of those very lenient movie-going critics, you know. I go to see the movies to enjoy them, and I don't try to over-criticize them, so I thought it was fine, but I'm sure others wouldn't. I know this has nothing to do with the gameplay, but this is important, because if some kid happens to watch this stream somehow, and I didn't mark it as available for kids to watch, but if they somehow watch this, I want them to try to really listen to what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be a role model here by drinking on this stream or anything. I'm an adult. I can make this decision. You know, if you're not 21, you really should not be making this decision and rushing it. You really have your whole life ahead of you. Don't screw it up, okay? If you want to go on YouTube and drink, like I don't usually do this, like I said, after you're grown up and you're legally able to do it, go ahead. But I will tell you, you get too attached to this stuff, it'll destroy your liver and your body. That's another downside. It's not worth it for that buzz you get. So, I know it's kind of hypocritical, but like, I'm not, I don't consider myself an alcoholic or anything. I actually only drink very sparingly. Social, you know, when we're in a gathering, like I'm tailgating at a game for football, or we're at a holiday, like Thanksgiving, for instance, I'll do it then. Right now is a rare exception, Don't do it during streams. But why I'm doing it is another reason why you shouldn't do it. Use this as a learning experience. You should never, ever, and I know it's sort of hypocritical, but I made the decision, I'm an adult, drink because you're upset about something that happened earlier in the day, and you're trying to make yourself not upset about it. Sometimes it works, but you pay for it the next morning. Luckily, I'm not going to be... The amount I have here isn't going to get me like that, so... I have food to eat, too. And that's another thing. Eat your food. Eat your food and drink a lot of water if you drink. Don't just go on an empty stomach. Don't make that mistake. Anyway, enough. I could give kids a whole lot of advice right now, but I know it kind of seems a bit empty if you're going to do it from the perspective of you're doing it and you're telling us not to do it. I don't know. I guess sometimes kids, you have to learn from somebody even if they're being hypocritical. I mean, I'm trying to be logical here. Might be failing, but all I can do is try. I got this idea that I could have some sage wisdom if people would just listen to me, but I have a real problem with people actually listening to me. I have problems with people getting on my stream, so what do I know, right? You know, maybe one day someone will find this and it might help them out. Another thing that, really quick though, if you're still in high school or you're younger and you're thinking about going to college, don't just settle for a 2-year degree. Get a 4-year degree at least. That's been a constant problem in my seeking employment in my field in computer programming or information technology. They have a roadblock that they put in place, a lot of the employers, asking you to make sure that you have a bachelor's degree in place before they can hire you. They don't accept associate's level. And if you're going to go to college, you better be good with sports so you can get a scholarship, or academically to get a scholarship, because if you have to pay for that out of pocket, you're going to be in debt for the rest of your life, kids. I was fortunate enough, I only went for 2 years, and I had some assistance financially, and I owed only 10 grand at the end of my 2 years. People get into 100 grand or 200 grand debt, you know, and it's just not right. That should never happen. You shouldn't have to pay to go to school like that much anyway. These institutions are for profit, but that's just uncannily ridiculous. Okay, enough of that. Let's see. We gotta try to... Okay, fine wine. The idea was to try to get them drunk, right? So let's see. We want to use this with the crew, right?
I don't feel that doing this is going to help the situation.
No, because they're already doing shit here. Excuse me for saying shit. I didn't mark this as kid-friendly. Okay, that's another rant I could go on about language. Like, if you're bothered by one swear word... Okay. I'm gonna try not to do that again. This is live, so... we can treat it like they do in the motion pictures, in the movies. You get allowed one swear word per stream. I should have said stuff. Stuff. It makes you hungry for more. If you don't understand that reference, you're too young. Okay? There's a movie called The Stuff. It's a horror movie. This white stuff was an alien organism, and then someone found it on the ground, started eating it, and they started spreading this parasite. It's a pretty trippy horror movie. But check it out if you can, but don't expect much, because it's... I think it's a 1980s horror movie, and they can be kind of cheesy, and the premise is kind of silly, but... not implausible if you have an alien organism. Alright, so what would help this situation, Guybrush? Okay, what Okay, why is this pulled up? That I don't know if that helps any. Alright, we have cereal. I don't think giving them cereal is gonna help.
I don't feel that doing this is going to help the situation.
Guybrush agrees with me. So I'm way ahead of Guybrush. We could tie them up with some rope, but how is that gonna help?
Yeah, what I wouldn't give to be able to hang them.
Oh, come on. They're mutinous, but... You know, do you really want to kill them? Have they done anything that egregious? I know in the mutiny in a pirate vessel probably would end up in death, but... You know, you're not that kind of pirate, Guybrush. You're much better than that. I know you are, because I've seen you in later games. You know? Let's not get into the murder thing here, okay? Pot. Oh, don't smoke pot either. Like, I'm not saying that at all, kids, but don't do that until you can legally do it. Because my experience with pot, I know okay, look, we gotta make it a little more interesting here. I can't just play games the entire time. Well, that's what the point of the channel, but, you know, I think maybe there might be somebody who comes across this. I'm just talking from my own experience. I've smoked it once, okay? I shared a puff on a marijuana joint because I was curious. And I had vowed never to do it prior to that. And I did this well into my 30s, when my mind was already developed. And I found it had no effect on me. And I was like, what's all the you know, the hype about here? Like, I thought I would get an instant sensation of high and feeling good, because at that time I needed to feel good, or I thought I did. And I got nothing. And I realized a couple puffs on it probably aren't enough to do that for you, but it's just like, what am I doing? I'm looking for a substance to make me feel good. I can make myself feel good on my own. I don't need this. I don't need that. And here I am repeating my mistake again. But I don't know. We talk about intuition and feelings like that. Sometimes we feel like we have an intuitive feeling that this is the right thing to do. And this is what I felt was the right thing to do in this situation. I needed to mellow out. Because my football team lost today, and I know it's just a game. It's just... It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. And normally I don't take it this seriously. But the team that beat my team curb stomped them majorly. And they ran up the score to rub it in. I don't have respect for sports teams that do that to any team. Let alone mine. It hurts more when my team, the team I root for, gets curb stomped like that. And it wasn't just that. There were some other things that happened today. And it all accumulates in a bad day. But my point is, I don't need these substances to make my day better. But sometimes, if you do it responsibly enough, it can be a bit of a stress reliever. I think the game and me talking about it's helping more than this, though. The substance. But that's just my guess on it, because I'm not really... I haven't really had much, and I'm still sober. So this is me talking in a sober way. May not seem like it, but I am. I'm just a little more thoughtful tonight because I've been thinking a lot lately about stuff and how I haven't done one of these in a long time, and how nobody watches them anyway, and why do I bother? I don't really advertise my channel. Nobody really cares about it. I am the only one that cares about it. Back to the game, though. I don't know. And anyone that tunes into this is like, this guy is off his rocker. Well, who maybe I am. No, I don't think so, but what I do think is I'm kind of lost at what to do at the moment. Because I was just kind of browsing through this and I'm trying to think, while I was on my rant, what exactly could I use to actually make these mutants crew members actually respond to
I'm
me?
only gonna put this on if I really have to.
Why would you have to put that on to begin with is the question. Close, give, look, open, look, push, close. I know there's not many options in the inventory. I was thinking like a combine option. I thought we could do that. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
I'm only gonna put this on if I
No.
really have to.
And I was going to only use hints if I really had to, Guybrush, but we don't have much of a choice in this matter, considering we've ranted about a bunch of stuff unrelated to the game, and I've wasted a lot of time. Open the cereal box. Okay. I should have thought of that. That's my bad, as they say. Let's look in the cereal box. We're going to have a prize inside. Crunch, 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 crunch.
Great! A toy prize inside.
Yeah, I predicted it before. I mean, obviously, cereal boxes for, you know, young kids usually have a prize inside, and it's usually a piece of junk toy. But every kid that's young enough that eats cereal is really happy to see it. I remember I was. But none of those junk toys have stuck around since that I've kept. I wonder if people had kept them, would they be a collector's item? Especially if you saved the cereal box they came in. Even unopened would be even more amazing. Let's see what our prize is, though.
This is no prize. It's a small key with a finely engraved monkey on it.
So, apologies for having to look through that. Or at the hint system, but it is what it is. But that's like I was going back to saying, you look at your inventory and you kind of go through everything you got and you try to do every possible combination. That's how you usually brute force your way through an adventure game. But sometimes you just get impatient like I do, and then you don't think of it.
It looks like a very heavy metal chest. Man, that's heavy. Filled, no doubt, with golden jewels.
So I'm guessing we have to bribe them to do the work. No, not give. What am I looking for? Open. It's already open, isn't it? Use?
That doesn't seem to work.
Okay, cycle through these. Look, push, close, talk to, pull, give, pick up, use.
That doesn't seem to work.
Use doesn't work. Okay, I guess pick up.
It's too heavy to carry anywhere else.
What can I do? Like, I can open and close it.
Hey, look, a piece of paper.
Oh, okay.
And some cinnamon sticks.
So all I had to do was look at it, and then I could... So there was nothing valuable in there then.
I don't see anything special about it.
Well, there's cinnamon sticks. You know what's special about cinnamon? Here's something people don't know about cinnamon that you may not know. Cinnamon is tree bark from a certain type of tree. So when you eat cinnamon, it's tree bark ground up. Think about that. Tree bark. Wow. You know, it's like popcorn, for instance. You know what they used to use that for? to pack packages. Not to consume, but pack packages. Think about that one. Something they're going to ship stuff with. And you're eating it. Can that be good for you? Imagine eating a bunch of that styrofoam that they put in the packages now, or bubble wrap. You're going to have a really messed up intestinal system. And you wonder why you eat a lot of popcorn, you have a stomach ache. Think about it. Corn in general is typically not something good for you. We can't digest it. Like the outer shell, if you will, of a kernel can't be digested. The inner parts, maybe. But that's like if the corn is cooked and it's soft on the inside. And everyone who knows, when they've gone to, not to be vulgar, but when you gone to the bathroom, you know what I'm talking about, why you can't digest kernels. Okay? And all that mental picture is probably gross, but there you go. It's a live stream. It's not editable at this point. Deal with it, right? And there's the second blue moon, and that's all the blue moon I've got. I have a Goose Island and 2 Sam Adams. After that, no more beer. And that is fine, because that's all I would potentially need if I'm going to keep going. Or not even need, want. Not even want. Do I really want this? I don't want the Goose Island, I can tell you that. IPA is like what they call hoppy. And hoppy beers, I've decided, are not my favorite. They have a aftertaste I don't like. Not that I like aftertaste on most beers, but see, Blue Moon's got a citrusy aftertaste, so it's all right. All right, so what about this piece of paper? I know I'm just rambling off about a bunch of stuff. Oh my god. You know, I'm being a little more candid than I usually am, and I'm not as focused on the game. Maybe that's what I need to gain subscribers, right? That's what a lot of other YouTubers do. They focus less on the game that they're playing and more about the really quick zoom-ins on the camera and all these other things, you know? People got such a low attention span, they can't focus on... Wow. Hook is talking, right? My attention span right now is all over the place because I can't decide what I'm doing.
Directions to Monkey Island. Preheat pot to 450 degrees. Add the following ingredients. 1 cinnamon stick, 4 leaves of mint, 1 human skull, pressed, 1 squirt squid ink, 2 pints monkey blood, 1 live chicken, 3 ounces brimstone, 1 or more of the following. Pyridoxine hydrochloride, zinc oxide, yellow 8, mine mononitrate, and BHA. Let bubble over a low flame until thickened. Serves crew of 4.
All right, somehow I'm a bit dubious about these ingredients. Doesn't make a lot of sense. If you were giving directions to San Jose, for instance, and you got this, I think you would look at the person that gave that to you and go, all right, the loony bin is that away. But nonetheless, I'm missing some ingredients here. Quite a lot. I have no idea where I would get mint on this ship. A human skull, unless you were to kill one of these people. Or Murray shows up. I don't think Murray was in these games. Early. In these 2 games, anyway. Squid, I don't know where we're going to find squid at. We don't have any monkeys on the ship. We don't have any live chickens. We got a chicken with a pulley on it. And where would we find brimstone? And what is that? Pyridoxine hydrochloride. Zinc oxide, yellow 8, mine mononitrate, and BHA. Yeah, I think this must be some sort of joke. Because I think we've been all over the ship already. I don't see any of these things. This part down here especially. Pyrid oxide hydrochloride. I said that right the first time, probably. I almost stumbled over that time. Yeah. I never was great in chemistry. Anything we can put in the cannon? Do you think we could bribe them with cinnamon sticks?
I don't feel that doing this is going to help the situation.
No. We're gonna have to use the hint system. Let me open this Goose Island. Because we need another one. Well, we don't need another one, but we're gonna have another one. And by we, I mean me. Not that there's two of us here. Or there could be. Maybe we're two people in the same body, right? I say that sometimes. A lot of people say we. I don't know why. I do it a lot. It's like, and I always joke with myself about that. Maybe there's two of us. Two of us in the same body. That's why I say we. Now, if you say we, you mean yes, yes. If you're French. But that's a different type of spelling there. O-W-I. Or not O-W-I. That's operating while intoxicated. O-U-I. Since we're talking about drinking, I guess that was a slip of some sort on the mental part. We, O-U-I, and then W-E for... as in more than one. Yeah, that's the aftertaste I don't like. So, we're going to try to get through that one as quick as we can. What do we have? We haven't made very much progress in this game. There's probably like literally 4 hours of gameplay, and we have 6 episodes of what, 8 hours of gameplay? It's like, it makes me look pretty terrible. And then I have to keep using the hint system. Let us try to figure this out ourselves for once. Okay, we just got cinnamon sticks. That was an ingredient. We have a pot. So let's try putting the cinnamon sticks in the pot.
I'm only going to put this on if I really have to.
Okay, never mind. That was me trying to be logical and I failed. There's a skull on the Jolly Roger. That's kind of a stretch though, isn't it? Maybe not. But you can't put... Can you combine the cinnamon sticks with the rope? I don't know.
That doesn't seem to work.
No. No, of course not. Why would it? I don't know how anybody who had this game back in the original release could figure this out. Like, maybe I'm just not that smart. I like to think I am sometimes, but... like, this is, like, difficult puzzle solving in an adventure game. Like, I think they went maybe a little bit overboard with this. Unless I'm just a complete idiot. Like, I don't know. Cinnamon sticks combined with the Jolly Roger.
That doesn't seem to work.
Nope. Can't use that with anything. Gonna have to use the hint system or we're just gonna be sitting here forever. I didn't want to. I never want to. I want to do this on my own. Alright. one last time, what do we have? We have cinnamon sticks. We have fine wine, which I haven't found a use for yet. We got a... Do they want us to make a Molotov cocktail or something? Because you could use the rope with the wine bottle. But that usually works with liquor, though, doesn't it? I don't think you use wine but for that. I know, that's a stretch.
That doesn't seem to work.
No. Okay. How about the rope with the Jolly Roger, just out of curiosity?
That doesn't seem to work.
No. Nothing I picked up prior to this is useful. Alright. I gotta cave in and use it, or we're just gonna waste time. The first thing on the recipe is cinnamon sticks. Right, I know that, but... what do you do with the cinnamon sticks? There's a fire oven down below. I don't... I mean, this is just not very obvious, is it? I mean, it's like you... You would think they would have made it a little more obvious than this, but I don't know.
That doesn't seem to work. I don't see anything special about it.
I know you don't. In the fire?
I don't think it's gonna catch fire.
Okay, how about in this big pot
I
on
don't
the
see anything
stove?
special about it. I love cinnamon.
Okay, it goes in there. We got something. Okay, now... the skull's on here. Okay. We're getting somewhere, kind of. Is this rope anything useful?
I think I have enough fiber. I'll just hold on to this.
I already put the cinnamon... How about the wine?
That should be enough.
Alright.
Directions to Monkey Island. Preheat pot to 450 degrees. Add the following ingredients. 1 cinnamon stick. 4
The only thing with the chicken we got is the pulley chicken. We don't have a live chicken.
About time I got rid of this worthless artifact.
Okay, well that worked. Mint. Okay, we do have mints. I forgot about them. So we're figuring this out on our own. Good.
Good thing I've got 1,000,000 of these.
Okay, what else? What else? We don't put that in there, right? I wouldn't think so.
I'm only gonna put this on if I really have to.
Yeah.
Directions to Monkey Island. Preheat pot to 450 degrees. Add the following ingredients.
Squid ink. Well, there's that ink pen in the cabin, but I haven't been able to figure out how to remove it.
It looks like a ballpoint feather pen.
Where are you going, Guybrush? I told you to use the pen. He just wants to go all over the place, doesn't he? Okay, let's try this again.
It looks like a ballpoint feather pen.
Okay. Use? No, it just wants to say use with. Take. No, it's talk to. Get. Give. No, we want... I hate this. Use, open, Look, push, close, talk to, pull, give, pick up. Well, he said he couldn't move it before. Did I, like, not understand what he said?
I don't see anything special about it.
I'd like to pick up the ink, actually. Because that's what I need to pour there in there, not the pen. Okay. I don't know what else what I need on this, but I know I got that now. I don't know if the pen needs to go in there or it's just the ink.
Just a drop.
Let's try adding that to it. It didn't say. Okay, what else?
Directions to Monkey Island. Preheat pot to 450 degrees. Add the following ingredients. 1 cinnamon stick, 4 leaves of mint, 1 human skull, pressed, 1 squirt squid ink, 2 pints monkey blood, 1 live chicken, 3 ounces brimstone, 1 or more of the following. Pyridoxine hydrochloride, zinc oxide, yellow 8, mine mononitrate, and BHA. Let bubble over a low flame until thickened. Serves crew of 4.
I don't know. Maybe I should just try putting everything I got in there that I haven't already put in. I hope I didn't screw anything up by throwing the key in there. If it was an item I needed, I don't think that would just destroy it. I could be wrong about that, though. I might have just screwed the game up. They wouldn't have made the game so it's unrecoverable, right? Wouldn't think so. This could be a way to get rid of all your unneeded items, too.
That doesn't seem to work. I paid good money for this. I'll hold on to it. No staples to be removed. It says, I beat the Swordmaster.
I hope I don't need those later in the game. I think I keep thinking that hitting escape is gonna get me out of that.
That doesn't seem to work. I'm not sure, but I think it's pointing towards Melee Island. It's called How to Get a Leg Up in Treasure Hunting. It's called How to Get Ahead in Navigating. It's called How to Arm Yourself in Sea Battle. That doesn't seem to work.
Obviously missing some ingredients. I don't know what and where. Well, we haven't saved the game in a long time, have we? We're gonna do it down there in case I screwed up, and if we can back up, we will. That says that we're 44% complete in the game. So maybe this game isn't as long as I thought it was. Unless it's 44% complete in this chapter. Nah, it's gotta be the game.
That doesn't seem to work.
It should. Okay. Because walking up to the ladder and going up it, you know, should work just fine. You can't grab the mug. Alright, hint system, we gotta go for you, because I can't think of anything else. The next thing on the list is Brimstone. Gunpowder, right? I just thought of that. Like it connected with me. There was kegs of gunpowder down in the galley. No, not that way. I was just there.
They look like kegs of gunpowder.
I would imagine that you would want to just take... pick up...
Wow, gunpowder! I think I'll take some.
Alright. That's why it pays to actually just click on everything the right way the first time and not just be a moron. So I need to go down here. So you can get through this game a lot quicker.
Looks explosive.
A lot quicker if you actually look at hints and stuff, but... Alright. Now, what do we do? Sorry folks, gotta do this again. Do you have something that contains a bunch of chemicals and food additives? Do I? I got a cereal. Yeah, I got cereal box. There we go.
This is gonna be good. Yikes! Oh, I think I'm getting dizzy.
Overcome by the fumes and stench, Guybrush quickly loses consciousness. Moments later, the voodoo spell kicks in, turning the ship to an unknown heading and off on its mysterious voyage. Days pass.
He's not going to get up on his own, apparently.
I feel awful.
So that's all you have to do to move your ship and get your crew to respond to you, is to make some type of voodoo spell in your cooking pot in your galley. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. At least we've made progress. Well, I don't think we've screwed anything up in the game, but let's save. And I wanted to see if we want to call it quits here. How long have we been going on the stream? I usually like to get to a good place to stop before we actually do. An hour and 34 minutes, huh? And what time is it for me right now? I'm gonna have to minimize our gameplay so I can see that. Yeah, I think considering what time it is right now for me, we're gonna end the episode here. I know we didn't get very far overall in the game. I wanted to get further, but we are about getting close to halfway done. And the next time I make one of these, we're going to try to get a lot further, but I don't want to like stream for an exorbitant amount of time and make it so that you guys are just sitting, when I say you guys, as if you're watching this, but you might be watching this in the future. Way after I made it, there might be people that find this channel, but nobody's watching this right now. But in case somebody is, I don't want to put you through sitting through a really long 2 or 4 hour gameplay of this, because I know people don't have that kind of time anymore. And going as long as I did with the delays at the beginning, I think was enough for people to go through, and talking about random stuff that had nothing to do with the game, But it was very sage advice, even if I'm not following it myself right now. But I'm still A-okay. If I had to get behind the wheel of a car, I could do it. I'm not that far off, despite what you might think. I never advocate for anyone to drink and drive, though. If you have anything to drink, don't do it. Just don't risk it. And so, yeah, we're going to end it right there. So thank you for tuning in to the Chrono Raw. I swear I'm not drunk. The Chrono Crossed one plays games. I just haven't said that in a long time. And we'll see you in the next one, whenever that may be. Thank you for watching.